Hello everyone, welcome to today's lecture. This is ICT, and we're going to look at what a software is. Then upon looking at the software, we also have to look at the practical part of ICT at least. Yeah, so we finished most of those conversions, so tonight we're looking at, today we're looking at the practical part, meaning we'll see how we can change the background of a what's this, your computer, your screensaver. We'll look at all those things. So we'll be looking at the practicals bit by bit. So as I'm going to be doing this practical, if you have a laptop, you have a computer, you can also be practicing on your own there in case you have a practical on your exam. Alright, so let's look at what a software is. So a software is simply just a set of instructions that is executed by a computer to accomplish a certain task. So we discussed a software even before today. We discussed the software. I think that was in the last slide which we had. So a software, we said, is just a set of instructions that is executed by a computer to accomplish some task. So imagine you want to print out something. The computer will not just print out anything using a printer without having a software for that printer in the computer. So the software is there to create at least an interface. The first thing that it does, it will create an interface that to allow the user at least to access certain things, to click on certain instructions there, or rather to insert certain commands into a computer. Then it will give you the output. Yeah, so it is there. For instance, if you want to edit a picture that is on the laptop, you want to edit a picture, you have a laptop there. If you want to edit a picture there, you can just start editing a picture on your laptop without a software. So a software which has been made, rather there will be something that has been made that you are going to install in a laptop. So when you install that in the laptop, it's when you install those instructions in the laptop, well organized instructions in the laptop, those instructions are the ones that are going to help you to edit that picture, to change the colors and everything. You can't just start editing without any software in the laptop. Yeah, so a software is simply just a set of instructions which are well organized, and then they have been put together in order to work out or to execute a certain task in a computer. Yeah. Alright, so let's quickly look at the types of softwares. So we have the system softwares. So these system softwares are the ones that they just act as a platform on which other applications can work. And then we also have application softwares. So application softwares are the ones that we mostly use, like PowerPoint, and you also have maybe you have WhatsApp, you have games, you have all those things. Yeah, you have Telegram, you have Zoom. Those are application softwares. Then when you talk about the system softwares, these are just platforms over which other applications or other softwares operate. So system softwares examples, we have Windows 10, we have Windows XP, we have Windows XP, we have Windows 98, we have Ubuntu, which is also known as Linux. So Ubuntu is also known as Linux. We have a lot of system applications. We also have Android. Okay, so let's quickly look at the system applications. So systems software controls and coordinates the operation of various components and peripheral devices of the computer system. So when you talk about peripheral devices, these are just these devices, the input devices that we already know, like the keyboard. Yeah, we have the keyboard, not really input alone, even the outputs, some of the outputs. We have the keyboard, the screen, we have the mouse, we have a lot of things. So all those things put together, they are controlled by the system. A computer without an operating system cannot control these peripheral devices. Yeah, so That's what it means when you talk about the system software. So we have it is also defined as a platform upon which other applications or other applications softwares are installed and run. This is what I was just explaining. A system software allows other softwares to run and to be installed on the computer. So examples of these system softwares, we have Microsoft Windows XP 98, Windows 2000, Windows XP Service Pack 2, 3, and Windows 7 edition. We have Windows Visitor. We have Microsoft Disk Operation. We have Linux. We have Unix, to name but a few. So there are a lot of them. Yeah, you can just download any of them and use depending with the generation of your computer. Okay, so these are some of the operations that the computer operating system controls. So we know to say, we discussed in the previous slide that this system software controls the hardware and peripheral components. It also controls the programs, meaning the programs, rather the applications are installed on this system software, and then system software. And then it also helps to view the file systems. And then it also controls the interface. The interface is just the appearance that you can see on the screen of a computer. That's the interface. So interfaces, I don't know if you can say interface or interfaces are different depending with each application that you're using. Alright, so application softwares, this is run on top of the system software and enables the user to perform specific tasks. Application software includes the following types. So we have a lot of application softwares. The first one is personal application. So personal application include the contact address book and calendars. These are some of the applications, like what you can see. Let me just open up something like what you can see here. So I have the calendar here. So this calendar that you can see here is called an application software. It's also a software. Then we also have contact address books, which you can also install on your computer. Some computers come with them already installed. And then apart from that, we have another type of application software, which is the entertainment software. So when you talk about the entertainment software, these include games, then video, musical players, as well as the internet. So when you look at this, this is just what you can see here. This is Chrome. Yeah, so this is an application software, yeah, which is under the entertainment part. So Chrome is used for internet. And then apart from Chrome, we can also talk about another application software, which is just let me go this side. We can see we have Photoshop there. So this Photoshop here is also an application software. We have BitTorrent, which is used to download torrents on the internet. Then we also have a lot of application softwares. We have all these are all application softwares. We have games, and we have movies. I mean the video players and music players. Like yeah, there are a lot in short that you can talk about the entertainment softwares. You have Fruit Loops, which is used to make beats. Then you also have utility application. So utility application softwares include the system tools such as the system restore, backup, disk defragmentation. You have disk cleanup, and then you also have disk format, and then we have the file setting transfer wizard. So I'll be showing you all these softwares in the computer so that you know where they are found. So let's look at where you can find the disk restore application. How can you find that? So this one, you go in the settings. So we can go in the settings. Let me just do this. In the settings. Okay, first let me check we have the system restore software. So if you're using Windows 10 like mine here, you can just go there and search for settings, or if you want, you can just search the direct word restore. So it's going to bring this option there, reset this PC. So what you are seeing here is an application that is used to restore or reset the computer. Yeah, so this is what you do. You get started. If you want to remove everything in the computer, you click there, and then to begin to guide you step by step. Keep my files, remove everything. So I'm not going to restore it. Okay, so we also have the backup. Yeah, the backup, you also go there, you can just search backup. It will bring up everything. So yeah, so it will bring everything. Sorry, backup. Yeah, backup settings here. You can go there. Then you can also find the disk defragmentation system using the same procedure. Just go there and search. So if you want to go on to the settings, you can just search settings there. Then it will come. You can check. You can see the system settings, gaming, ease of access, Cortana, privacy, location, and then you have update and security. This is where you also find the recovery and the backup applications. Alright, so let us also check the disk format option. So the disk format option is also something that is very important too, that you can use to format disk things. So these are okay. So let me just go there. So we have a memory card there. So I have this memory card which I can format. So you just right click on your mouse, then it will bring these options, and then you go on the format option there, and then this will format. You format everything, you say that. So if you want your memory card, if for instance it's not showing in your phone and then you want it to start showing, you click on restore device defaults. You restore everything there, and then you click on format. So you test the memory card. After the formatting, you discover that it will start showing in your phone. Then if you want to rename any disk, you can just right click there, and then you go on rename. So you say rename. So all these simple things that I'm doing, they are all being controlled by the system, and the system is just a platform that is helping me to access all these interfaces. And then apart from that, I'm using the applications which have been installed on the system, to carry out all these operations. Yeah, so let us look at other application. We have another type of application which is just a communication application software. So these are just my network places. We have network connections. These are usually found this side, the network connections there. So you can go on internet and network settings. So this is where you're going to find the Wi-Fi, the status, Ethernet. All these are connection. We have mobile hotspot, and you have all these things. These are communication. Sorry, not connection, but communication applications. And then you have the network connections, and then we have network setup wizard, wireless network setup, wireless network, that is Wi-Fi there. Then you have the internet connections. So you have all these here. You can check your status there. You can see you have the internet. That is how you set up the internet for your PC. Then from there we have another type of application, which is the business application softwares. These include the Microsoft package, and this is just the Word. We have Excel, we have Access, PowerPoint, and Publisher. So where can you find these on your PC? You just click on the Windows menu there, then you scroll down. You're going to find the Microsoft Office. Mine is 2016. So you open that, then you find all of them down there. You have Access, Database Compare 2016, Office. You have Excel there. You have you have OneNote, Outlook, PowerPoint, Publisher, and Spreadsheet. So you have all those, even Word is there. You have all those applications on your computer. So you have also Photoshop. Photoshop, you can also install it, and I have one here which is 2019. I also have 2022, but have not just installed it on my laptop. Alright, so these are some of the application softwares. Then you also have Joomla, which is just an application that can give you access to building up a website using your Android phone. Then apart from that, you have Dreamweaver, which carries out the same thing. Then you also have CorelDRAW. Alright, so that is how you can that is how exactly how this is how you can use these applications. Alright, so we have a practical training. This is the first practical that we're going to have. So I'm going to show you bit by bit how to do everything that is here. So it's just that I don't have a proper way that I can use to show you how to connect a computer, but if anything, I'm going to make a video on the first part here, how to connect your CPU, your keyboard, your mouse. But it's straightforward. It's not something that I should even show you. Okay, so we also have changing the desktop background. So changing the desktop background is also one of the important things that you can do, which you can carry out using your system software. So let's change the background of the this here. So you just right click there, then you go on personalization. If you're using Windows 10, then it will bring this. So this is the thing that this is the window that is going to appear. So if you want to change the background, you can just choose any of these here. So mine, the one that is there is this one. And then you can change, you can take it to this one. Once you click there, it will be the background there. You can see that things are changing on this part here. When I click there, it has brought that. When I click there, it has brought that. So exactly what you're seeing here is what you're going to see when you check. So if I do that, it means that I've taken back this background. So when you check, that is what is there. Okay, so if you want to if you want to resize your background, you can put it on the center, you can put it as tiles, it will be like that. You can put it as pan stretch, you can stretch it, you can fill, you can fit it like that. So you can do all those. If you want, you can just make a solid background. If you want a black background, you can just, or if you want an orange background, you can just choose that, and then you can also make custom colors. You can just make your own colors there to make your background look beautiful. Then there is also another part of the you see what I was talking about. So the background has changed to that. So for me, I like using black, so let me take it back to black. Okay, so I've taken it back to black. You can see what has happened. Okay, so that is exactly how you do the changing of the background. If you don't want to use that, you can just go on any picture. You can go open your pictures, you go on any picture, find a picture that you want to make as the background, and then you right click on that picture. Let's take, for instance, I want to make let me choose this one. If I want to make this one as my background, I'm going to just go there. I'll just go on the picture there, right click, and then I'll go on the set as desktop background. So there we are. So when I minimize this, you can see that the background has changed. So let me just take back the background which was there. Okay, alright, so I've changed the background, I've taken it back to the one that was there. And then apart from that, the other thing that you need to learn tonight, or rather today, is so we've managed to change the background. Then changing the screensaver. So changing the screensaver, you follow the same steps. You follow the same steps. You right click on any point of the keyboard, the desktop. When you right click there, then you go on personalize. When you go there, there is this lock screen option there. So the lock screen option there, that's the screensaver. You can change, you can put anything that you want there. You can put pictures that are changing, you can put slideshows, meaning you can put different pictures and they'll be there to be changing. And then if you want, you can just put Windows Print like that. Spotlight like that. You just put one picture. If you want, you can put the calendars and everything. You can choose anything that you want to be showing on your screen shows. If you want messages, you can put any application there to be showing. So that is how you also change the screensaver. Okay, and then the clock settings. The clock settings are also straightforward. So here, according to the instructions, they are saying double click in time on the clock taskbar. So this one is not Windows 7. Most of these instructions that were put here, they were using Windows 7 to do that. But I'm using Windows 10, so this one you just open your Windows tab, and then once you open your Windows tab, you can just search clock. So you go there, alarm and clock. And then there you can change you can go on word clock there. You can see the timer, stopwatch, the alarms, and then apart from that, this is where you set the alarms. And then if you want to change the time, you just go on date and time. You search for date and time settings. So when you search for that, you can either set your time according to the time zone. When your computer has a right time zone, you can set that. You can just switch this on, and then the time will automatically set itself. But if you want to change it manually, you can just switch off that button. This one, you switch them off, then you change the time there. You go there, you have the time there, you can change it. Then you also have the date there, you can also change it. But in this case, I love using the time zone, because it's never you never go wrong with that. It will give you the accurate time. Okay, so that is exactly how you change the time. And then arranging the icons on the desktop, this is also straightforward. So this one, you can put automatic arrangement. You can just right click on any point of the desktop, then you can go on view. You can either change to large icons, they will be like that. You can change to medium icons, you can change to small icons. See, and then after changing that, you can now look at the arrangement. It's not okay. So how can we arrange those now? You can go on auto arrangement, they'll arrange themselves. Or if you want, you can go on align. You can just switch off that auto arrangement. Then you can just put them where you want to put them. So I can move this to this point. I can, using the left mouse key, I click that, I move it there. You can drag them anywhere. You can drag them anywhere you want. You can put this there. So from there, since I like putting them on one side, I can just say I can just go on auto arrange, and then they'll automatically arrange themselves. And then if you want to put everything together, you want maybe the folders to be together, the files to be together, the applications to be together, you go on sort by. And then if you sort by name, it means that it will follow the alphabet. And then if you are going to sort by size, it means that the biggest will be on top. So the biggest there will be the first one, the biggest file. If you want to sort by item type, there now you arrange the folders will be together, followed by Photoshop there, followed by the documents follow, then from there the applications, all the applications are going to be there, and then after that you have your files like that. Then you can also sort by date modified, meaning the date when you modified each of these, the date when you open the application. So for me, I like sorting by item type, so that it's easier for me to find them. Right, so that is exactly how you do. So at least today we've done at least the first activity, which you can also practice on your own. when you're at home, or especially if you're using Windows 10. If you're using Windows 7, you can just be following these same instructions that you've been given there. Alright, so there's an activity at the end of the slide. Make sure that you solve it and send the solutions. Some of these questions are the ones that you find in your exams, so make sure that you don't feel lazy to go through them or to solve them. You can solve them and then send the solutions to me in a typed form. I wanted to say in a written form, but I heard that most of your things, most of your exams and most of your tests and activities will be required in in typed form. So I want you to type the solutions and then send them. So I'll give you maybe 2 days to do this activity. Then you forward the solutions and I'll mark. So thank you very much for attending tonight's lesson. See you in the next lesson. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me on these lines here, or follow me on Facebook. And then, another thing that I always forget to tell you is that make sure that you don't forget to click the button that says subscribe on my channel, so that whatever that I post there, if it's useful to you, it's going to appear. Yeah, it's going to show. It's going to give you a notification that I've posted something on YouTube. Alright, thank you very much for attending tonight's lesson. See you in the next lesson for ICT. Shalom, shalom.